Hey, it's Clark Reid back with today's tech headlines. Today, actually a recap of the Apple event that happened earlier. And if you like these reports, we always ask if you'd help us out by hitting the like button, and you can also subscribe so you know when each new report is posted. Apple remarkably kept this presentation under an hour and 15 minutes today. No, there wasn't a surprise, amazing one more thing at the end, but some pretty cool stuff. Starting out, they bowed the new Apple AirPods Pro 3, and they have new ANC noise reduction, new ear tips, too, that give twice the ANC of previous ones, 4 times better than the original AirPods Pro, Apple says. The new models have live translation right in your ears so you can understand a person speaking to you in your native language, and then the iPhone can show them on screen or tell them in a voice what you say in their language, which is pretty cool. Apple analyzed 10,000 ears. They now have 5 sizes of tips to stay in your ears in all conditions. I will check that out later maybe. I've never been able to get Apple's earphones to stay in my damned ears, but maybe with the 5 sizes, this will be the magic bullet for that. Who knows? Anyway, they do claim better sweat protection for workouts, which is cool. And you now have heart rate sensing built into them. And the new obnoxious and obsequious workout buddy that's been available on the iPhone now cheers you on right in the earbuds. Good job, buddy. Rah, rah, you're great. The Pro 3 does have longer battery life. It's 8 hours at a time, up from 6, and it has 10 hours for hearing aid use. Now, that's not bad, but actual good hearing aids have up to 30 hours of battery life, so they've got a ways to go to compare to that. The price still stays $249, no increase in the previous model. You can pre-order today, and they are available on September 19th. Moving on to the Apple Watch, first off, Series 11, it's thinner, and the screen's twice as scratch-resistant. Watch 11 has 5G. If you get one with its own phone built in, you should be able to get better coverage and lower power consumption than the last model. And for heart health, it tracks for high blood pressure. As predicted, it'll look for high blood pressure and will notify you of possible hypertension, but it will not give you actual blood pressure readings, so keep that in mind. Like other smartwatches, Watch 11 will score quality of sleep. This is touted as a big deal by Apple, but competitors have had this feature for years. Series 11 will also have 24 hours of battery life. Okay, that really is a big deal for the watch to have fast charging. You can almost wear it day and night now. Watch SE3, the cheapy model, gets an always-on display now. It'll play media through the speaker, and the SE gets 18 hours of battery life and new fast charging twice as fast as the older model. The Watch Ultra 3, which really needed the update, got it. The new display is brighter, has thinner borders, and it's the largest display of all Apple Watches. This corrects the embarrassment of last year's Ultra 2 not having the bigger display than the Apple Watch. It does have Workout Buddy and satellite connectivity, too. This is great. You get the emergency SOS and messages built in and 42 hours of battery life. Here's the tariff. Base pricing, and no tariffs included, it looks like. Base pricing starts at $249 for the SE3, $399 for the Series 11, $799 for the Ultra 3. And you can pre-order today. They're all available on September 19th. The iPhone models, 4 models. Apple said 4 new models, but really 1 new model, and 3 freshened ones. The iPhone 17 gets a larger 6.3-inch display, has ProMotion like the Pro models, and always-on display, and a more readable brightness level for display outdoors in a bright light situation. The display has new ceramic shield, too. It's 3 times harder and better anti-glare than before. The 17's powered by the A19 chip. It's faster and more efficient than last year's phone. The Apple Intelligence runs on the 17 with iOS 26, including live translation. The phone has 8 more hours of battery life and faster charging, too. 48-megapixel dual fusion cameras, a main and a 2-power telephoto. The front selfie cam has center stage, too, as well as the sensor that is twice as the size of the last model. So this is kind of a cool new feature they added. A new square picture aspect ratio for the selfie camera. Gives you higher resolution shots in any orientation, whether it's horizontal or vertical, but it'll automatically adjust the picture field too, if you have like a couple of friends step into the frame so no one gets cut off. iPhone Air. Now, this is the actual new model, and it is insanely thin. The titanium super thin edges and ceramic shield on both sides, both the front and the back now, which is a great deal for people that tend to drop their phones and crack them all the time. This phone is about 5.6 millimeters thick, and it has a 6.5-inch display. Runs on the A19 Pro chip. Each GPU core has Mac Pro levels of computing in a phone, they say. It also has the new N1 chip, a Wi-Fi and Bluetooth designed by Apple, and as expected, you get the new C1X modem chip, which is faster than the iPhone 16 Pro, and it's more power efficient too. The camera system, 48 megapixel fusion camera. It basically has two cameras with one lens, 24 megapixel default photos, portrait control, basically 4 focal length lenses built in. Selfie cam is 18 megapixels. And as rumored, the new dual capture video uses both the back cam and selfie cam at the same time. So you can insert yourself in a box, kind of a picture-in-picture thing on the screen. Basically, you can do play-by-play of whatever you're videoing with the main camera. The Air has an eSIM, too. No physical SIM card, and it works worldwide. Battery life uses the new adaptive power mode to intelligently manage power, and they claim all-day battery life. The new profile MagSafe battery pack will allow 40 hours of total with when it's attached to the phone. Getting on to the iPhone 17 Pro, which they basically didn't separate from the Pro Max. Basically, just the screen is bigger, it looks like. Anyway, you get a new aluminum case and interior structure. Now, this sounded like a downgrade from the titanium, but they have built a unibody. It allows for the biggest battery pack ever. Apple said they went from from titanium to aluminum in order to get better heat dissipation, which they say is needed when you use the on-device AI or if you're doing heavy-duty gaming. The A19 Pro chip does generate more heat, so in addition to the aluminum unibody to help dissipate that, the phone also has a vapor chamber to help with temperature management. The aluminum unibody is 20 times the thermal performance of the titanium that it replaced. And like the Air, the antennas are in the new bump, and they claim 40% better performance than the 16 Pro for gaming and AI. And like the Air, both the screen and the back are ceramic shield too, so you get better protection than the glass on older phones. The Pro Max has the biggest battery ever. Apple says 39 hours of video playback. Now the cameras. The selfie cam is an 18 megapixel like on the Air, but the rear main camera system, all 3 cameras are 48 megapixels now, and all are fusion cameras. They all work together. The new 4-power zoom at 100 millimeter or 8-power zoom telephoto at 200 millimeter focal length. Now this is a huge jump from before, and it's about time. Both zoom powers use machine learning to help reduce noise and get better color, and the fusion system is the equivalent of 8 different lenses focal lengths. It's kind of like carrying around 8 different lenses with your old DSLR in your camera bag that you could attach and change out, except they're just in one little phone in your hand. For video, Apple's added ProRes RAW Capture and also GenLock, and that'll allow you to move between video and graphics, among other things like switching seamlessly between shooting angles without doing hours and hours of editing. The Pro models come with 256 gigs of base storage, and you can order up to 2 terabytes now. Apple didn't hit us with the predicted $50 price bump either. Right now, it's $599 for the 16e, $799 starters for the 17, $999 for the new Air, $1099 for the Pro, and $1199 for the Pro Max. Pre-orders start on Friday. They're available September 19th. I'm Clark Reid, and you're technified and apparently Apple-fied for now.